Anyway, we're gonna do the kama today. Just talk about it. I'm not gonna do a kata and explain what it's for and how to use it as a farmer or a gardener. Okay, of course, this is a kama. These are very sharp, except this one's too. It is sharp. Okay, and we also have wooden kama. I use those so when we bow kama kumite, we don't cut the kama up. Not the bow, we don't cut it up. Okay, now, here's what a kama looks like. They're just a practice kama, it's just wood. That way you don't cut up your bow or your opponent. But the kata is, we do it with a real kama. Okay, this video is especially not for children or immature adults. You gotta, because they're very dangerous. First, I'll explain what they're for. They are used to working in a garden or a field. You know, you cut like this. In Okinawa, a field up there would be a garden for us. But you cut this stuff like that, and you can get this, you know, the weeds, and throw them out of the way. Or you can dig like this. Just dig around, make holes, and just work in the garden. If somebody attacks you, you could block this way, or block this way, or you could slice them up in different ways like that, or just punch, or block like this. It's the kama, and like I said, it's called a kama, which means a sickle for farm work, and they're very, very dangerous. But you got them real sharp. Somebody attack you, you know, let's say 50 guys attack you, 1,000, it don't matter. Well, let's just get reasonable. 10 guys attack you, okay? So, you cut his guts out like that. You know, you grab his guts and throw them at the other 9 people, and nobody's gonna say, I want to be next, I want to be next. No. No, nobody wants to be next. They're very dangerous, especially for women could use these because they're light, and women are very fast with their hands, you know, and very accurate. Especially good for women. But they're very, very dangerous. You can't use these unless you want to kill somebody. That's it. Unless you're very, very proficient, you can punch them, you know, and hurt them. But you don't have to kill them. And they when we punch this way, we're punching that guy over there, but anybody at your side gets cut also on both sides. See? See how the blade goes? You cut somebody right there. Like this. Somebody punching me here, I cut this guy too. And that's a short video of the kama. Oh, I got a little story. When we do a kama kata, we go like this. Like that. And then like that. That means you just, in the beginning, you're working in the field, you know, and this is the way to shake off the mud, the dirt. In a fight, you finish, just shake off the blood, okay? And I told this story to a friend of mine. I took him to Okinawa, went to Okinawa, and we went to Shuri Castle and sightseeing, the good stuff. And I told him in Okinawa, you know, that's what they do with a kama. And a strange thing they use is tires from a car. And he said, okay. So anyway, we got to Okinawa, we're sightseeing, and he goes to the side of the wall of the castle, Shuri Castle, he looks down, and he says, Sensei, come here, come here. And there's a farmer down there using the kama and shaking off the mud. So see, that was ironic, you know, it was true. And then I took him to the Nakamura dojo in Nago, and he just looking around, he got the stuff I got, weapons, a bag, machiwa. But then he said, Sensei, look, come here. And there was a tire that you punched there. So everything I teach is what I learned in Okinawa. But that's the story of the comma. Thank you very much.